DeChambeau has transformed his image since defecting from the PGA Tour and joining LIV. He's a YouTube sensation, deemed the people's champ after winning his second U.S. Open last year. We don't see him on a weekly basis like we used to, but when it's time for the majors, he shows up, and there's nobody like him. On one hand, a grip it and rip it mentality like John Daly. On the other, a pursuit of constant perfection like Ben Hogan. You may not like him, but you're going to watch. Hey, Steven, it's been nearly perfect conditions out here at Pebble Beach all day. As you can see, the wind has started to pick up, and what also is picking up is the crowd noise for one of Fireball's favorite sons. Much like other things in Hollywood, there's a lot of mystery and intrigue here at LA Country Club. Some of the fans, well, they didn't even know it existed, but it's a course that Bryson DeChambeau is happy to play. Whether or not you like him, he's fascinating to watch, and we'll be watching him tomorrow. But the 2020 U.S. Open champ is walking the grounds of LACC with some California cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. There's a lot of people from Fresno and Bay Area.
In a pedestrian fatality. Sometime around 5 a.m. local time, world number one Scottie Scheffler was sitting in a holding cell at the Louisville Metro Department of Corrections, watching himself being arrested on TV about 2 hours earlier in the final round. Spoiler alert, Bryson didn't win, but if Hollywood screenwriters could give us the dream plotline heading into Sunday, this was it. A final pairing filled with anticipation at Augusta. Bryson versus Rory, LIV versus PGA, America versus Europe. The mad scientist taking on the artist, two of the game's most popular players in pursuit of their first ever green jacket, a gift from the golf gods. Nearly 4 years ago. Since then, he's joined LIV Golf, eased up on the bulking as you can see, and feels as good as ever about his game.
Definitely euphoric, and definitely that birdie on 18, the putt, so happy, and I had just so much joy on every hole. Even when I made a bogey, I was just it's Augusta, so it's fine.
That is very true. Chowchilla's asterisk tally wraps up her time at Augusta. The 15-year-old shoots an impressive 2 under 70 in the final round of the Augusta National Women's Am, finishing tied for 8th at just 1 over. So wow. We've been talking about her for several years now. She goes out there, biggest stage possible, youngest player in the field, gets a top 10.
I was just thinking 15.
She's only 15.
She's only 15.
Yeah, she acts like she's about 21, 22. So she's ready for basically anything. She's played at the most famous golf course in the world. She's fine. For the past 2 years,
I feel like I've gotten bigger and stronger.
We've shown you the rise of a golfing sensation.
I've definitely gotten taller, so that's been an advantage.
15-year-old Asterisk Tally, a winner of hundreds of golf tournaments. Most notably last summer's Rolex Girls Junior Championship in South Carolina.
After that, I just played my best, and I didn't really have any super bad rounds, and I just kept being consistent with top 10s.
That consistency earned the Chowchilla native a special invitation to one of golf's most prestigious venues. A spot to play in the Augusta National Women's Amateur this April.
Hearing that news was pretty exciting, and we kind of held out to tell her until she got out of school.
Augusta wasn't really a big goal that I had. It was just kind of out of reach from what I thought.
But Asterisk has been amongst the Augusta Azaleas before.
Asterisk Tally from Chowchilla, California.
Competing in the 2022 Drive, Chip, and Putt competition, even shaking hands with former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice.
That's so special at the time, but just getting to play there is amazing, and I can't even think of how much fun I'm gonna have when I actually go.
That competition gave her just a sneak peek into Augusta, but this invite opens up the entire course. Something she'll have to do without one of her biggest fans.
My dad's just bummed that he doesn't get to watch.
We just take turns doing it.
Dad won't be making the journey because of work, but her mom, Brandy, will be there every step of the way.
He wants me to do it on my own and kind of step up and do what I have to do.
And although it's a national stage with the majority of the girls in the field being older, you never get the sense Asterisk is nervous.
I don't think she has that moment of just I'm playing next to this. I don't think she has that much. So, I think that helps of being able to be kind of humble and calm and just not starstruck.
She's not going to just participate.
Winning is obviously the goal once you go into any tournament, and if you don't think you can win, you're not going to.
We don't go to lose, so for any reason, if she really wants to, and I think that comes down to it, if she wants to win, she can win.
She doesn't have her driver's license yet, but she could become the youngest champion in the event's history.
No matter what I do, I'm just going to have a great time just being in such a historic course where all the greatest players of all time have played before.
In Madera, Alec Nolan, ABC 30 Action News.